Hey everyone, this video is going to walk us through how everything that we need to know about our new D2L page for next year and our weekly lesson plan template. So let's make sure everything is set up so we can jump right into planning with ease. The first thing is once you've logged into D2L, you're going to come up to this grid right here and you're going to just type your name and then year 26. So you would just type your last name and then the number 26, and then it should pop up easily and you can see your new page. If you are not seeing that, please email me if you're in K through 4 and I will make sure that you are added to that page because it's just an oversight. I should have added everybody on already. Now, once you see that, this is your page. If you want to change this right here and make it custom to you and your colors, you are more than welcome to do that. You can also come down here and you can see this is where your lesson plan template will be. Your lesson plan template will actually start with the dashboard. So if we go through right here, you can see your dashboard is already here and it's already linked to your lesson plan. And I'll walk you through now how to find that in your Google Drive. So first go to your Google Drive and then you're going to want to go under Shared with Me and then just type your name and then you should see your name right there. Everyone has a folder with their name and you can click on your lesson plan template and you'll also find a template for past lesson plans. And then an easy thing that you can do is let's just go back to your name here, and once you're here, go to Organize and add shortcut, and then you can put this into your own Google Drive where you're not having to go find it and Shared with Me. And then you can find the folder that you already have in D2L, or you can create your own folder in Google Drive that you can find that quite easily. Once you have your lesson plan template, all you have to do is open it up. Now these are all rules given to us and guidelines, and there are links that we can go to, and this was created by Miss Mershot for everyone. So this is really important that you go through this and you can see all that you need. I put here on the top that we can delete the slide once you've read it, and if you need to see it again, because there are important links in here, all you have to do is go add a new slide at the top and then select layout, and then you'll find it right here and then it will come right back. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the dashboard. For the dashboard, you're going to see that you're not able to click on anything right up here, so if you wanted to change it, but you are able to come down here and you're able to make these your own links. First, you would decide on what buttons that you would include. I tried to go to most pages and see what type of buttons you already had on your Google slide, and I've even given you a blank one here. I try to make them custom for you guys, so you could just take this. If you don't use poetry, you can take that and you can move it to the side and move it off right there and then replace it with 40 book challenge, or if you wanted just to add more, you can. So it's very easy for you to do that. So you would just slide them off or slide them back on. If you want to make these adjusted to your color, I have also included a link, a template link into Canva. So all you would have to do is go press edit template, and then this would open up in your own Canva account. If you have a Canva account, if you don't, it's free. Free pro account with your email address for school. Anyway, you could just come in here if these colors don't work for you, you would just come in and click on it, and then you would go right up here to color, and then you could find the color that you prefer and just change it right there for the border color. So example, I could just change it to that. For the border color, you could come here and you can also change it to whatever color you prefer, and it changes right there. For the dashboard, it's extremely important that you link these buttons on your dashboard once you have those in place. So if I wanted to do like a newsletter, I would come here and I need to find my newsletter in my Google Drive. So I'm just going to come over here. I'm going to search for newsletter because maybe you don't have it very organized, and that's fine if you don't. We're just going to type newsletter, and I'm going to come back in here. All right, and what I would do is to share this newsletter, I don't want this view. This is the edit view. I want the real presentation view. So I'm going to go over File and then Share and publish to the web. Press the word publish and then pressed enter, and then it gave me this link right here. So we have a link that we can publish, or then there's a code. We don't need the code. We don't need the code. We just need the URL. So I'm just going to copy that, Control C, and come back here. And now that I have that link on my clipboard, I'm going to press Control K when this is highlighted, and then Control V to paste, and then apply. And then now this is going to be right here and easy for us to get to. And it's that preview. It's the presentation view. It's not the edit view, which is what we want. That's all you have to do is just fill in your dashboard. And then when you're here on Miss Lily's dashboard, I'm going to refresh the screen. I can click here. I can get to that newsletter. I can click here and I can get to that calendar, and it's in the presentation view. And everything we can do straight from our lesson plans. We don't have a separate dashboard anymore. You're also going to notice you don't have anything that you have to fill in for content. Everything is going to be available right through your dashboard, and everything will be linked in your dashboard. Do not forget though, once you're in here, that it is important for you on your dashboard to enter your teacher's email address. Let me show you how you can actually edit the background here. So what this is actually, I've used it as a layout. So if you click over here, you can see that the layout says dashboard. All right. So to get to that dashboard layout and to edit it, you would go up to slide and edit theme. And this is where you can actually make the changes. So this is just a shape that I've created for your border, and you can, once it's selected, you can go up here to the paint bucket and you can choose whatever color you'd like. Now, if you want to have your own custom color and you have it open somewhere else on your browser, all you have to do is click this dropper, and then you can go and you can find whatever color that you might need. Like I can just come through here, and then that will change it that easily. Once you have a custom color, you'll notice that it's right there for custom. I can come here to dashboard. This happens to be a word art, not a text box. So that means you have an inside color and a border color as well. And it's really easy to adjust. All you have to do is click up here, and then you can click the same thing. Then, of course, if you wanted to do your buttons that way, you could take this color, you could go over here to lesson plan template, and you could change these colors to match exactly however you want it to match. Or if you want to just do completely different buttons, you are more than welcome to do that as well. Now, we're going to come down to the second page, and this is really important that you take a look over here. If you go to layout, you can see that there are layouts for each grade level, and so it's really important that you have your correct layout, because all of these buttons here have your own custom print button link, and your standards. I've already linked your standards to your lesson plans. So let me show you how you would edit this page. So once you're clicked over here, you would go to slide and to edit theme. Notice it says second grade template, and then right here, this leave the same. This is just your title page. This is where you would actually come in and you would click in here and you would put the date. So you want to keep that the same because that happens to be the title of the page. So when you're in slideshow mode and you click this right here, it says insert date here, and that just makes it very easy for you to find the dates, and everything is set up carefully. Now for here, you notice when it was the layout theme, only the buttons on the top are there. So the actual table is easy for you to edit right here on the slide view. So what you're going to want to do is, if you want to change the different colors of the box, you just click inside the box, go up to this paint bucket, and then that changes. So you can change them all the same color, or if you want to do different colors for each box, you can do that. So it doesn't matter. If you want to do something all nice and colorful, you're more than welcome to do that and make it custom. It's also very important that once you're in here, that you can go to either your dashboard, or you could in D2L, or you could go to slideshow, and it's very important that you test all of your links. So make sure your links are working properly, but also when you're in lesson plans, do this for me. It's really important because I added all these links in for you, but I'm human, and I had a lot of pages to do, so I could have easily messed something up. So I just need you to double check that everything's good. So when you press print, it should take you to the edit view of this, and then people would be able just to go in and print there. And then also when you are past lesson plans, make sure it goes there. It goes to this, and when you press print, it should open up to this. Make sure it's the right one. And also for standards, this is where your standards are linked. So you'll go up here, and I've done this for every grade level. You would go up here, and this is what we call a Looker Studio, and this is for you and for your parents and students. that you can come right here and you can just click under subject, and then you choose what subject you're looking for, and if you just want math, and then these are all of the math standards. Use your scroll bar over here. Okay, you can even search for a standard, so if you know that you're doing something, I'm really not crazy about this view, but you can, there should be something you can't see it, but there's a typing up here, and you could just type like fractions, and there we go, and then you can click there and it will just give you all of those that you need. If you have a category, let's go ahead and reset up here, and you can even search for, let's look for subject, math, and the category. You can look for all that there, and then these are the standards for your categories. Hopefully this is helpful, but that's why it's really important that when you are in your lesson plans that you go to the right layout, because every layout has the standards for your grade level. Look at this though, and you can see how we need to have it. You need to have your subject here, your essential questions, and then your lesson plans can go here. It's really important that when we use this, that we put a lot of links in here. So some of you might think this is plenty of space for me, and others of you might think it's not enough space. So let me give you just an example of what something you can do. If you have something that, like, you want to watch a video, all you would have to do right here is, if you want to watch a video that goes with your lesson, you would type the word video and then highlight it. Then press Control K, and then you can put the video link that you want for your video right there. So let's just example. This is a video that I use for my kids. Okay, so I'm going to put this here, and I want to take this video and I want to show the kids this video. Now I'm going to take this link right here, Control C, and I'll put it right back here. I'm going to put it in here, Control V, but I'm going to go back to this video and I'm going to put a dash between the T and the U, and then I'm going to press Apply. So what we've done is we've created a hyperlink, so it doesn't have that long web address, but it has this, and when you put that link between, that hyphen between the T and the U, it's going to have a no cookie view, and then you can watch it like this. I just refreshed my screen. You can watch it like this, and there's no comment view. This wouldn't have comments anyway because it's a made for kids video, but you don't have all of the things on the side. So this is a great way to share videos, but put that link right in there like this. If you need something that is more complicated and you want more extensive lessons, maybe you have a document, you already have something that you want to put in there, so you could just quickly go to, like, let's say it's this. I'm going to go to my document right here, and I'm going to get my link. I'll come back over here and I will put plan, all right, and then highlight that, Control K, and then I'm going to paste that link, and then there, if I need to see something, I can just have that there. And the great thing with lesson plans like this, when you build them and you put all your links inside of it, it's easy for us to see it, but it's also easy for us to click through, and this can just be up on your board all the time, and you're going to be able to access everything with your links. And so if you have people who are absent, then they can still be able to go in and see everything that we're doing. So that is something you can do there. I also have a spot for homework. It's really important that we have our homework easily found on every day, so that homework section is right here on the second page. Also, something that's really important for troubleshooting, if you don't need a row, all you have to do is click in here somewhere and right click, and then you can delete rows. So that's also something that's really important. If you don't need a row, or if you want to resize a row, you can do that, and then you can move things up and down however you need to adjust. If everything doesn't fit, what you have to remember is that all of your information needs to stay on this rectangle. So we have a rectangle that you can see, and it needs to stay on the rectangle. So if something happens and you need to resize, it's better to resize and go off of the rectangle. If you need to adjust your font size for a cell, for a table, so just highlight that cell, and then you can use this right here to adjust your font size. But it's really important that you keep everything right here on this space with the white rectangle. very important that that's connected to D2L, that our lesson plans only have the current week. If you don't and you keep putting all of your lesson plans in one Google slide presentation, it will take a really long time for your lesson plans to load. And for some families, depending on their internet, it's very difficult, and that's where it gets frustrating. So what's really important is that you keep your lesson plans only with the current week. Some of you could do this in one lesson plan page. Some of you might need 2 lesson plan pages. Some of you might need 3 lesson plan pages when things might be too big. When we're finished with these 2 lesson plans this week, we would take this and we would copy it. We would go back over to our past lesson plan page. There we go. And then we could come over here and press paste. You can go back here and you can start working, or maybe you had a future lesson plan page and you came over and you moved those over. So there is a way that we can automate your lesson plan so your weekly slides update themselves, but it needs to be customized by how you use your lesson plans and how they're set up. So if that sounds like something that you would be interested in, just reach out to me and we can set it up one-on-one, and I'll be offering that one-on-one support to help set that up for anyone who wants it. So if you get stuck or you have questions or you want to brainstorm fun ways that we can make this your own, just reach out to me. I'm happy to help and happy to be an ear for you. And that's it. So you're all set to start planning for the new year, and let me know if you have any questions.